Hi, it's Rebecca Sullivan of Lewisville Family Counseling. We are going to read Chapter 27 of Just One Thing, Developing a Buddha Brain One Simple Practice at a Time by Dr. Rick Hansen. Chapter 27 is called Use Your Will. Life has challenges. To meet them, you must be able to push through difficulties, stretch for other people, restrain problematic desires while pursuing wholesome ones, and do the hard thing when you must. This means using your will. We commonly equate will with willpower, the deliberate application of vigorous effort, such as lifting the last strenuous rep of weight in a gym. But will is larger matter. It's the context of commitment. As for a mother devoted to the care of her family, will is giving yourself over to your highest purposes, which lift you and carry you along. This kind of will feels like being pulled by inspiration rather than pushed by stubbornness, surrendered rather than driven. So how can we do this? What does it actually mean to make your highest purposes the engine of your life? As a framework for the answer, I'd like to draw on 4 qualities of a strongly dedicated person identified by the Buddha, which have meant a lot to me personally: ardent, resolute, diligent, and mindful. Please consider how each of these could help you be more willful in one or more key areas, such as being braver in intimate relationships, completing your education, doing your fair share of housework, and sticking with the diet. Ardent, a variation of ardor, means wholehearted, enthusiastic, and eager, not dry, mechanical, or merely dogged. For example, why do you care about what happens in this aspect of your life? Why does it matter? Let yourself be heartfelt and passionate about your aims and activities here. Resolute means you are wholly committed and unwavering. Bring to mind an experience of absolute determination, such as the time you protected a loved one. You may feel affirming in the chest, a sense of every bit of you pulling for the same thing. Explore this feeling as it might apply to a particular part of your life. Imagine yourself staying resolute as you face temptations. Saying no, for example, to the donuts offered in a meeting, and take in the ways this would feel good to you. Get in touch with your resolve each morning. Surrender to it and let it guide you through the day. Diligent means you are conscientious and thorough. Not as a grind, not from guilt or compulsion, but because, from the Latin root for diligence, you love, taken delight. The stepping stones towards your higher purposes. This is where ardency and resolution often break down. So to help yourself, keep in mind the reasons for your efforts, open to and try to feel their rewards, such as knowing that you are doing the best you can in the service of good, and deserve what's called the bliss of blamelessness. Translate big purposes into small, doable daily actions. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed. Find the structures, routines, and allies that help keep you going. Tell the truth to yourself about what's actually happening. Are you doing what you had intended to do? If you're not, admit it to yourself. Then start over. Refine your wholehearted commitment. See what there is to do and do it. Mindfulness means that you know if you're willing. Let me try that again. Mindfulness means that you know if you're being willful or lackadaisical. You're aware of your inner world, of the mental factors that block the will, for example, self-doubt, lethargy, distractibility, and those that fuel it, for example, enthusiasm, strength, grit, and tenacity. You recognize if you've grown willful to a fault, caught up in purposes that are outdated or not worth their cost. You're able to make skillful course corrections that keep you aligned with your highest purposes. Last, enjoy your will. Exercising it can get kind of grim if you're not careful. But actually, a person can be both lighthearted and strong-willed. Take pleasure in the strength in your will and the fruits it brings to you. I hope you enjoyed the chapter, and I will see you again next week. Thank you.